From a cappella to one of the greatest legends of the game. These are the people that change the game for the better. And his staying power sawa is amazing. How does Mr. Malinga do it? How is he able to be a shift changer your music? Ngapha uyangena naku Afro soul, ngapha uyangena ngapha naku kwaito. Asibona ukuthi impande zakhe zibuya kuphi. Robbie Malinga, thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Thank you, man.
How are you doing?
I know fit to say Zahara, man.
Ngagcina ngomncabo wabo Kesh, Itamaka Kesh, I think passed away. Yes, that's when the last time I saw you. How have you been?
Been busy, you know, in studio, out of studio, you know, trying to get new sounds, you know, working with new artists, and lucky God is on my side. Most of them are successful.
Ne?
Yeah.
Listen, one of the big hits, Uyinsimbi. I remember that. And Ubongani Zindel, I think, was in that video. I think he shot it at some lake or something. You know?
You're exposing your age.
I don't mind. I don't mind. As long as I'm younger than Umahuta, I don't care.
Yeah, man.
The love of and the ingenuity of music as a songwriter, as a producer, Robbie, for Ikwaito. What makes you to be able to do such things and is be successful in whatever music that you do?
You know, when it all started, Nimza, I didn't want to be a performing artist. I wanted to be a songwriter / producer.
Yes.
Work behind the scene.
Yes.
Those days I was still at Cool Spot.
Yes.
As a producer and a songwriter.
Yeah.
Mr. Aycock invited me to produce Usfiso.
Oh, I remember Usfiso. Yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, where is that guy? Oh, Usfiso.
Somewhere at Tegwin, I was talking to him last week, you know, Mama Metros. Yeah, he's still fine. Still
Is he
pushing.
still doing music?
Still pushing.
Okay, so you did that artist?
Yes, and then, you know, I always wanted to do something fresh, something new. White was starting to get those days, and then I came with an R&B album. And people were like, no, R&B, why R&B? And Fiso did very well, you know. And then one day we're in studio fooling around with our keys. You know, when you are young, you're always in studio, you've got ideas. Playing around, doing some quite a beat. Bochonina then were huge.
Yes, Ding Dong.
Ding Dong.
Yes.
About Arthur, they were huge. And then I was like, hey, let's try out this sound, you know. And then after doing that beat, we were fooling around with words. It's Lanzana.
Yes.
Why lento lesisho singayisho boothini? Yes. You know, we went into the booth, Salanzana, and Fiso came with a rave. Yes. And then the next morning, Kenny Cook was like, wow, I understand you worked till late. Like, yeah, we worked till late. Then what were you doing? No, we're fooling around with ideas. Like, play for me what you were doing. We played in Zim. Ken was like, yeah, who's singing here? It's like us, me and Sfiso, we're fooling around. Like, fooling around with such a track. No, Robbie, let's release. Let's see what can happen. I was like, no, I don't want to release me. I'm a producer. Like, no, let's try and see. And then we did a low-budget photo shoot, you know.
Yes, yes, like, I saw the video.
In the video, like, we just did stanganis. It became huge.
It was.
You know, and then we're like, no, shoot man is over producer / performer.
Wow.
And from there, but since me now when names are music, I always wanted to be a musician. I was playing piano in church, but ngase scale, like high school.
Yes.
But after high school, I said to myself, no man, I want to know this because I want to take this as a profession. I went to a college called Pelmama here in Rodiport to go further my studies as a pianist. Yeah, then it's where we met Nabo Mahuta.
Yes.
And
so nihlana kanjalo Nabo Mahuta.
Nabo Mahuta, and then we.
Abo TK.
Yeah, TK. I met TK with Sakula. Like, funny enough, when we were doing it, TK was in the studio. That day,
somehow we're grateful that didn't happen.
And then the Central preview then.
Yes,
and then Leo friendship on and on until we Cape Town, go back to school. And then me now carried on like music, like producing artists like I was one of the guys who started the sound called Afropop.
Yes.
You know, I remember the first time I took my Afropop album to EMI. Everybody was like, no, now you're losing touch now. We want that Robbie Nsimbi now. What is this? And then I was like, no, this is the future. This is going to take over.
Visionary.
You know, and
because
and then they were like, okay, let's see. With this one, we won't make a video for you and do what? As if I go radio, it will sell first. You remember Ilobola? You know, it became one of the anthems, you know, and then they were like, hey, you were right. And then Mina was fed up now, like, no, I'm leaving this record company, I'm going to another record company that's gonna see my vision and support it.
Yeah, you know? Robs, yeah. In fact, you legendary, and I say that with honesty that it deserves. We celebrate so many people. We celebrate Abo Mamire Makeba, rightly Sabo Brahu, we celebrate them. We celebrate Abo Brasipo Mabus. You know, we celebrate the great producers as and songwriters. Man, you are a wealth of knowledge.
Thank you.
In terms of producing, and no, it is true.
Yeah.
Why is it difficult for our people in the industry, industry itself, to recognize that from this house, you can't go wrong. You have a play, call the songwriter. We've got a songwriter, Robbie Malinga. Yeah. You've got a movie, call that guy. People always want to underappreciate and underplay the importance and influence yabantu abafana now.
Yeah, unfortunately with that one, there's nothing I can do. I mean, you can't force people and say, yeah, recognize me. Yeah, I'm good in this. You know, you just have to work and work and work. Maybe one day they'll see. But I was very honored when Metro FM bang nigga a legendary award, even though
brilliant.
I feel good bang Oshake me. I'm still young. There's a lot that I have to do. But it's
important. People don't know, Robbie. You fought, you guys. Nabo Oscar, Nani, the recognition. In the industry. You know, Makfigama Awards, we will be dumbfounded. But why doesn't this happen?
You know, the funniest thing that has ever happened in my career, after the music industry struggled, I came with an album called Uloliwe.
Yes.
The album that revived the music industry, the album that sold, that took people back to the shops. They nominated everybody who worked in the album besides me, the producer. He's like, what is going on here? Like everybody won. The engineer, Zahara, the guy who was featured in the best feature. The producer is not even nominated.
No ways, man.
I'm like, you know, I felt sad because such albums, they come once in a while. They deprived me an award. This is the album that has changed the industry. It has changed the industry.
No, definitely did.
Because when we came Ngololiwe, music was struggling. No artist was selling. Only the DJs were starting to pick up with house music. The musicians were struggling. People didn't know what to do anymore, what to buy anymore. We came with Uloliwe. There were songs like Abomtalo Amayang Sinda, motivational song, Ondize, Uloliwe itself. It became like, it sold over 500,000 units. And then the producer is not recognized. It's like, we are in South Africa.
This is what I was saying earlier, question.
Yes.
You know, that was very silly. And especially into when it's glaring, when it's looking you in the eye.
You know, it's like,
no,
not only Loliwe, you know, I did Untando on Nguwe album, the Nguwe album. Winning everything, Untando winning all the awards. Mina not nominated.
Did you make someone mad in this industry?
Maybe some guy who's powerful is still mad with me, but he's still gonna be mad because I'm still gonna do a lot of hits. You know, look at what I did now. After Zahara, people thought, no, he has reached the sky now.
Yes.
And then I came with Naima Kay. You know, from nowhere, Naima Kay, boom. Le Kaya le KwaZulu Natal. You know, and Naima Kay now is one of the biggest artists in the country.
Of course.
Just won Best Female. And the album is doing very, very well. And there are still a lot of things that I'm going to do. That is why if I'm quite silly, I was also quite as a part of heart attack because there's a lot of stuff that's coming.
Brilliant. That, you know, we celebrate you and what you do. Robs, are you happy with family? Are you happy with business? Are you happy with your spirit?
You know, like I'll be frank with you, Nimza. The past 3-4 years have been very beautiful to me. There was a time that it was rough, Joe. Like before Uloliwe, it was like, did I choose the right career? You know, they were from 2010 to 2012. It's that time of your life whereby kuba is steep hill with what's going on. Everything you do doesn't work, and then the music that you know, Afropop, people doesn't want to buy it anymore. People don't want to listen to Kwaito anymore. You know, like everything was like hill, you know, like it came in such a way that as in caramelos busele move, man.
Yes, yes.
You know, you've got a big car in the house, like yo. Let me take it back.
Yes.
Yes. You know, negotiate with the bank, with your house.
Yes. Robbie, how important is taking that decision during that time? Because there are people who don't want to let go.
Yeah, you know, like that's the advice that I can give to people. You know, if failure sometimes in Tata is a learning curve. It's not failure. It's to start afresh. Manje most of the failure when not failure is the end of the world. Wrong. Failure is to like say, okay, what did I do that is not right for this thing to fail? When the correction, that's what I did. You know, we looked with Afropop now, people are no longer buying Kwaito. We went back, we didn't do money for 3 years, we came with Loliu. Yavala Sonke, there's a space.
That is funny. Wow.
Yeah.
Right. But family-wise, are you well?
Yeah, no, you remember I got married 3 years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm happily married.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're expecting another one is coming. You know.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Rob, we are in faith in music. We are. I know you said you want to go far, but what is it in terms of attitude that you would see would you change it?
Yeah, you know, I'm happy. A major record company in South Africa, now I won't mention their name.
Okay.
They've just approached me to come help Mali behind the scene.
Okay.
And in the office.
Yes.
Like A&R.
Wow.
You know, and
of course.
That's what I wanted to do, to develop young artists, to show them the witty and tell them the truth about the game.
Yes.
You know, hip hop now is taking over. I'm happy for them.
Yes.
You know, they need guidance. They don't have to do the same mistakes that the Kwaito artists have done. Whereby Mautiapega 10 years along the line, Abana Nexi, things didn't happen. They need a guy like me who's gonna say, hey, Casper Nyovest, no, it's your time now. This game is not fair. You need to do A, B, C, D, and E.
Yes.
And then Nalababa Shabanya Esizoba signer.
Yes.
You know, you need somebody who's been there. You know, I was saying this thing about soccer. With this soccer, that's why people about Twalisi Stadium. The guys behind soccer, they know exactly what you're going. You know, manje nathi music in njengoba basilanda isoni yalanda uZexbantwini.
Yes.
And then Senshilo Universal is talking to me and kuzoba ngcono, you know, because I know and I want to spread this message to the young ones. Because people lie to you and tell you that this game is easy. Yo, don't believe the hype. This is the most difficult game, especially when you succeed.
Yes.
The more you succeed, the Kulak problems go, because there's more expectations from you. People need you to bring a Porsche, and there's no money in this game to buy a Porsche. You know, people expect you with your shala somewhere in a triple-story house, and there's no money for that. You need to pay and make sure you know to get fuel, and you need people that will tell you with them, Chan, be careful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mr. Robs, that's all we have time for.
Nimza, always nice talking to you, man.
We really appreciate it.
Yes, no, I'm still gonna come back. You know?
Yes.
I don't regard myself as a legend.
Yeah.
Ngizithatha ngathi ngile ntwana na 15 uyabona nani
ngigcoke kanje no for sure indonga ukaze wayisela
yeah, sure.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the invite, man.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
My gosh, South Africa's own Quincy Jones, man. You know, this is a person that discovered the artists that we love. Tina, we like to celebrate Robbie Malinga for the influence in this industry. These are the people, these are the South Africans, these are the people that come from our own communities that have truly, truly made it. So Robbie Magatugo, do not do certain things. He knows good certain things won't work. And ungas delay, like probably and as delay by making some mistakes, is for you to progress faster to your goal. He sacrifices his experience for your success. We are so glad ngale invitation I told you to do A&R. It is never in other hands than ezakhe. We hope Mr. Malinga will prosper in his career. We'd like to thank him for coming to the show. We'd like to thank you for watching. Stay with us.